Yeah. Alright, we're about to get into top 10 scary videos by non-believers.
Let's take a look at some of Rosanna's latest uploads. She is still dealing with poltergeist activity in her home. She was trying to protect herself with a cross today as she witnessed things getting out of hand once more.
I'm by myself, but it's all good. Hey, this shit sounds so much scarier when the sound is. I'll be looking at the videos and I'm like, bro, I don't really hear shit. Now I'm doing it with the headsets on. And it's like that shit's like there, bro. That was already 3 strikes, put in 1 movement. Nah. Bitch, I'm crying too. Nah, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even happy about doing this shit with the headsets.
She tells us that at this point she felt paralyzed and dropped her phone to the ground. She didn't remember anything after this.
Let me show
Could it
y'all
be that the
something,
paranormal
bro.
energy in her home is getting stronger?
I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see this, but I'm watching this at. Trying to give away too much info, but I'm watching this at 2:30.
That ever since he started working there.
I really wanted to do this video in within an hour and go live with it, but I'm having too much of an issue. So I'm probably, by the time I see this video, I'll probably be posted by 3 o'clock. And I'm supposed to already be to bed. I got work tomorrow. But within an hour, I'm going to put in the description. But the thin hour is at 3 a.m. And it's like the spirit world and the living world barrier is like thin. Obviously, that's what it's called, the thinner. But yeah, that's when the most supernatural shit would happen. What the case would be inside that time frame. I'm thinking like in 30 minutes or so, whatever. But let's get back into this shit, because I need to get my ass to bed anyway. This goddamn shit is 40. Alright, bro.
Became witness to some extremely terrifying events. Especially
at this point, I'm just gonna be watching it with y'all.
Seemed to be the ones giving the man lots of eerie material to record. This was one of the recorded incidents that unfolded in the lobby area of the hospital.
Sorry, I just have to say this. Just got to get this out of the way. Do some of this like recap of stuff they be doing or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna just like skip that shit. Like, yeah, you'll see what I mean. But before I can stop cutting this shit off so much.
Not too long ago. Just a patient in pain, perhaps. The same night, the following strange sighting was shared from the security system. Bugs are not a common sighting in the hospital, which is why they believe this to be a spirit. But the latest and creepiest encounter for the man was when the activity unfolded right in front of him the following night. The nurses try to laugh these events off, but it is clear that something quite otherworldly must be going on here. The next video was sent by user Psycho Car, and they tell me that they stumbled over the following clip, which was apparently captured by a group of friends from Russia. They decided to go camping in a notoriously haunted forest in their area. Not much is known about the clip, but at some point, late at night, they think to have been woken up by loud noises caused by a bear. And as they gather their things, making for a quick escape,
Perfectly
things got
looks for
even more
shit.
scary.
Yo, what the fuck? And that shit in my ear, yo. Bro, I'm so bad up there. This shit's so low. I'm about to go get my dog. The breathing is from this guy being out of shape. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It look like they running at walking speed for me. Nah, bruh. Nah, bruh.
Some people speculate that they might have come across the infamous
Skinwalker.
who was
Yeah, I
said to
figured.
roam these parts of the woods. Could that be so? If it wasn't just a weird prank, could it maybe have been something otherworldly? Or how do we explain this recording?
This shit gave me chills, bruh.
This video was shared by Chelsea May and features her kid.
I hate seeing, if you saw any of my past videos, I hate seeing shit like this with kids. I hate it. I hate that shit with a passion.
Which was recorded by her baby kid.
Honestly, I want to.
Woke up at an
Honestly, I want to
unnatural
skip it.
hour and seemed to be walking around in his room. This was a bit strange, but not too concerning at first. However, what unfolded shortly after should change that. They had only been living for 4 months in this house, and they're certain that this voice isn't their son's, and that something else must have spoken to the kid. Charles believes that it could be the spirit of a little girl. Is this possible? There's also the fact that her son got pulled off the bed by his leg, which is why many believe that the spirit of a little girl might be stuck to this place, and perhaps looking for somebody to play with. What an eerie thought.
Won't be with mine. Got me fucked up.
One night, a man named Matthias was walking home through the streets of Rosario, Argentina, when he noticed something strange.
Some days I'm sure I've seen already. It's like they just get 4 or 5 new videos and just throw it together with some other like some old stuff. But I'm gonna continue just watching it. So just, like I already stated, just
And decided to record and observe it closely.
being dragged on them, just go right
Pero
past
por
it.
acá, si ven, y estoy llegando a mi casa. Y ven el árbol, ven allá. ¿Lo ven? Acá.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Your headset make it seem like I'm watching this shit for the first time
Me
again.
llamó muchísimo la atención de la cuadra anterior. A ver, vamos acá. Mi casa está acá a la vuelta.
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This file get corrupted, anything like that, I can't do this shit again, bro. I'm gonna do this shit in the morning. I can't do it again. What the?
As he walks home,
I didn't hear that the
a
first
strange
time.
shadow figure appear for a second before vanishing. When he approaches the tree to take a look, a chilling scream is heard. Without thinking much about it, he goes home and continues with his life. But the following night, he begins to hear strange noises coming from outside his house.
Estoy sintiendo hace un rato ruido acá atrás. Y no sé qué mierda es. Oh, esto es re oscuro. Hey, hola. Hey. Mucha tu madre. ¿Qué carajo es eso?
Puta madre.
Una sombra ahí, veo cosas por todos lados. Este es un cuarto, la casa de atrás es como un cuarto que guardamos cosas, pero estoy sintiendo como un golpeteo. Bueno, no, nada.
Yo, fucking no mummy's way. That's how they say it, no mummy way. Yo, bro. Nah, fuck that
He
shit.
hears an unknown voice, so he decides to simply open the door and go back inside. But
I
it
can't do that
seems
shit.
whatever was outside might have followed him through the door.
Even at the man in the house, baby, you
Later
gotta
in the
come
night,
in and
he
then
begins
out
to
there
hear
with it.
eerie sounds, this time
Try
from
to get
inside
in.
the house.
¿Se escucha el ruido?
I don't think it's his house though. That shit look like it's like an abandoned place or something. Well, it depends where they at on the map.
Hey. Se siente re fría esta habitación.
Bro,
¿Qué carajo?
all this shit is so fucking in my ear, bro. That was a freezer? I ain't gonna go back, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bruh. I don't know if this shit like added on top. Bruh. I'm not playing, bruh. I don't see how people sit there and investigate shit.
Paranormal events begin to happen inside the house, but the only thing he finds is a strange doll inside the closet. Matthias lives alone and explains that his daughter actually lives far away with her mother. Perhaps that's why it wants to occupy the empty room. After a while, suddenly the lights go out in the house, and he begins to hear chilling sounds once again.
Nigga, we hear chicken sounds. Nah, bruh. I don't do, bruh. I'm about to take the bitches off. It's like it's telling me to take it off instead. Yo, how long is this video? No, no, 12. I saw this video already. Not this exact one, but on another video. Nah, bro. me to put this on standby. Y'all see what I mean by that when I'm putting this on standby.
The strange sounds seem to emanate mainly from inside the closet, but the only thing inside is this small, creepy toy.
Otra vez ruido en la pieza de mi hija. Qué podrido del sonido, de los ruidos. Paren un poco, viejo, ¿qué onda? Esto me da muchísimo miedo.
The door handle begins to rattle before the door opens fully and slams shut by itself. Matthias, terrified, doesn't dare
I'm
to enter the room
terrified.
and decides to
I'll
leave
be
the
damned
house
if
for
you're
the night.
not.
But as he's leaving, something catches his attention.
Otra vez los ruidos en el patio, otra vez. Yo no sé si... O hice salsa, pero... O sea, mi perro tiene un cono, pero... Se escucha algo raro,
A whistle is heard, and a dark figure manifests out of nowhere. It looks like what he saw a few nights ago by the tree.
I need a mental break from that
Until
shit.
we get
It
more answers,
horrified me, bro.
all of this remains a mystery.
That shit get you back right, you feel me?
Based on their reports, they came across a scary-looking person standing in an empty room and staring at them. They made it back to their car and got out of there as fast as they could. And then the following was captured. A scary video indeed. A violent stranger must have followed the two men back to their car and then was seemingly throwing a very heavy object at them as they
That
made
person
their
would have
escape.
turned into a spirit.
The question
He would have hunted that
was this
road, I
person
would have
doing
hit his
there?
ass straight
Was
up.
it maybe a homeless person that felt disturbed?
No, it was a dead person. If I was behind the wheel, it was definitely a dead person.
To this location, and who can blame them really? Pretty dangerous encounter. I'm glad nobody got hurt. After her passing, showing the remnants of an abandoned building in which
Go back one more time, there you go. I want y'all to catch
this was
the
shared by a
name
young
and
man
stuff.
who was exploring the remnants of an abandoned building in which supposedly a witch was living for many decades. After her passing, people say that they can still see her spirit there ever so often, and intrigued by those ghost stories, the men traveled there to check the area out.
I wonder if a witch, look out them, are they technically like the same thing? If you're Haitian, please inform me if that's like the same thing or not. Could y'all have witches too? But I don't know.
Something was peeking at the man from behind the pillar, and only his
What?
camera captured it.
Put the music lower. I don't want to get no copyright strikes.
He thinks that this could have been the spirit of the witch, but who can say for sure? This was captured by a man who had just moved into a new apartment together with his pup.
Bruh, straight up, like, for my sake of going through this shit, I need at least more than 100 likes and, more than 100 views and more than 10 likes. I'm like, bruh, I'm going through it.
He didn't trust his
This
dog
shit is
yet,
fucking with me
therefore
with
had a
headsets
home
on.
security camera set up for the times when he had to leave him alone for a few hours in the evening. When the man
This shit is
came
fucking
back
with me.
this night, he had to witness this bone-chilling recording.
Oh shit, that mean I gotta deal with it too. Man, I ain't see this one. I ain't gonna lie, the dog just scared me when he skipped the clip.
As the camera seemingly is tumbling over, a grim image of a man is being captured, with two black holes for his eyes. Which begs the question if the owner of the dog might have moved into a haunted apartment with a scary spirit still living in there. Is this possible? This video was captured by a young man who was out with his friends that night. They were cruising over a street that had seen many accidents in the past, so it's not a surprise that people tell many stories about ghost sightings that have been experienced by many drivers on that road. While this was not technically captured by a dash cam, it was filmed by a helm camera of our young bike rider this night, which gave him the opportunity to look back at what he believes to have been a ghost appearing on the right side of the road.
I don't know how to feel about that one. Could have been a person, could have been a ghost.
People say that we might be seeing the spirit of a young person here, perhaps wearing a long white shirt or a dress, which is even more plausible if we believe the statement of the bike rider, saying that this person seemed to have vanished after he turned his head and took a look at it. Of course, you never know, if not a crazy person decided to risk their life and stand on the side of this busy road at night. But it makes you wonder, who would do that? Maybe a ghost? This video was uploaded to the channel Drenna and Mike's Paranormal Adventure.
They got a brother doing this shit. Hey, Arctic Kicks, you ever see this video, my man? You ever see this video? Ain't you about to go do a haunted house or something? You holler at me.
In this video,
you reach your goal,
joined by
correct.
a friend of theirs, is visiting a home that was actually
Oh wait, didn't you
the
say you
location
post
of the
that?
murder
I'm gonna check.
and is now abandoned. And then start to get their equipment ready. Throughout the course of the investigation, it seems the spirits are quite active.
That came through my left ear.
After an hour or so of investigation, the team makes their way into the kitchen, which is where they
I don't know if
capture
y'all
this
hit a
chilling
little heartbeat.
footage.
That shit is almost matching my pulse right now. It's like the audio definitely on top, not the. I never catch this shit for that. I did catch it, but I wasn't sure. Okay.
As Drenna pans the camera across the room, she appears to capture a large dark shadow figure in this dark hallway. We can see and hear the other two investigators, and neither seem to be back there. So what was responsible for this shadow? Another interesting note about this section is the way the camera fails to focus multiple times. It isn't uncommon that cameras don't want to focus around spirits. What do you think of this capture? Is it a trick of the eye? Or really a spirit that is trapped in this house?
I'm gonna go with a spirit. I'm supernatural, but I don't believe everything is supernatural. I believe that was definitely
this clip comes out of
either
Malaysia.
somebody
At first glance,
or
you
spirit.
wouldn't notice anything creepy about it at all. In the video, there's a group of people taking photos and eating food, and it appears to be either a group of friends or maybe a family. Everyone in the video seems to be having a good time. Nobody notices anything amiss. It is only after checking the footage later that the cameraman saw something odd. Let's watch. Look at the window above the man.
I didn't catch it, but I'm sure we're gonna show it to me.
A figure can be seen looking in from the window at the group. The entity definitely looks like a human man. However, if you look closely, it appears that there are no distinguishable features of the spirit whatsoever. The concept of faceless ghosts is actually well established. In Japan, they are known
There you
as
go.
Perabu, and apparently
I didn't know their
often
name.
take on the form of people.
I'm big into anime and stuff like that. I just didn't know the name of the spirit.
Familiar to those they are haunting. However, these spirits are also mostly known to be harmless, other than occasionally frightening people. Perhaps this is why the group did not notice the uninvited guest in their window. The group stated that they have never seen this person. Let me know what you guys think of this capture.
Look a little shady, like
Denver State
it's the
Hospital
man with
closed
a little
down in
beard.
1992,
Like it
but when
was.
it was opened, about 3,000 people with serious mental problems stayed there. The staff treated them badly, and nurses who used to work there still remember seeing really scary things, like patients walking around in their own mess because they weren't taken care of properly. One night in 2000, a security guard who was supposed to keep an eye on the old building recorded something weird while checking out the basement.
Are we hiring somebody to watch a old building? They can barely pay me to watch that bitch outside. Everybody know a mental asylum and a hospital? Fuck no.
It's a bit hard to see, but in the video, the guard moves the camera to a room in the basement. You can see a dark figure moving slowly inside.
Yeah.
The guard didn't notice it at the time, but later, when he watched the recording again, he got really scared. In the footage, there's a shadowy figure. Remember, the basement is off limits, so no one else should have been there. People watching the video think it might be something supernatural, like a ghost. But the big question is, what exactly did the camera capture? Whether it's a ghost or not, we still don't know.
It can be a ghost, homeless person. Definitely
The
one
first
of
video
those.
will follow urban explorer Shai from South America. He decided to document his next adventure via live stream. He travels into an abandoned bunker in a deserted area close to his hometown. After a little while, he comes across a ladder which leads even further into the unknown. His viewers tell him to take it, and so he does. After walking around,
Why y'all always hyping people up to do shit with their life? I'm like, I might be one of those people. Don't shut the fuck up. I might be one of
appears
those
to be
people.
some kind of basement. captures this.
Did he even notice it?
His viewers could not believe when they realized that the following looks like a female human figure. Wouldn't you agree? What do you think? What could he capture down there in the cell? Next video was recorded by a CCTV camera in a radio station in South America.
I got two thought periods when it comes to that. A viewer watching it going down, I either think about, do I say something or do I not say something? Because what if it was just a creepy incident like that, of it just seeing them and nothing more, then we just scared the shit out of the person who we could have told after he left, or we just tell them just in case. I don't know.
America. The host was working on his show when the power seems to cut out, and then an unknown shape is being captured. The power outage is nothing too crazy, and you all might know that they can happen at any time depending on your location. But the radio host was pretty startled.
I would too. He ain't that been solo though.
The man starts phoning his producers when a dark shape can be seen outside of the window, seemingly floating by.
I think that definitely was a person. Look like a person on the phone like this. Like they talking and they kind of covering their ear as they go.
Was it a spirit or a shadow figure?
Following is a recording from user Fistelman73, and the story behind it is quite unsettling to say the least. Fistel is recording an older photo that was taken during a Christmas concert in 2010. She was taking pictures of her son, and the whole family was reviewing the captures. The night after that, at home, they noticed that there seemed to be something peeking around the curtain in the background that startled them, to be honest.
I definitely
It
noticed
looks
it.
like there's an apparition staring at the children with a sleeping cap on and possibly a nightgown of some sorts. Is it the spirit of an elderly lady? Their son stated that there was
Looked
nobody
like a
in the
bony
band that was dressed up like that.
Elegant or something.
Nor
I
were
don't
there
see
any plays
that.
planned for that night. Also, notice the shining eyes. How creepy.
Yeah, but I don't know none of the clothes he talking about right now.
They never found out what it actually was. Maybe for the better.
Maybe I just need to put on my glasses.
The following video has been shared by a concerned user on Reddit. He's not
I'm
particularly
concerned right now.
invested with the world of the paranormal, but found that the following encounter really was strange. He wrote, "Skeptic here. We are lucky enough to have a 1-year-old who sleeps through the night, so when he was up crying for over 2 hours, I knew something was off. After seeing the motion sensors going on and off, we checked the cameras. I don't think we will be sleeping either."
As a father who raised his son from day one, not saying, whatever, but hungry, annoyed, teeth. It's like so many things it can be at times, from the Pampers. Oh, I've been there.
tall figure walking through the grass. You can see that it doesn't move with the aggressive wind and turns right after the deck. The user also states that the bottom storage portion of the deck is about 6 feet tall and the white cast spans the entire height, so this is pretty weird. What do you think about this? Is it just a strange anomaly on the lens, a bug, or a light perhaps? Or did something manifest while coming out of the baby's room? Who knows?
I hate for that to be the case.
Arnold created the following video after noticing that something simply terrifying had been captured by a young daughter. They had just moved together with her husband into a new family home, which is an exciting event for most people.
Hey man, I'm
However,
almost do
ever
this
since she put her girl
by
to sleep
myself.
the first night, the child tells her about strange shadows that are visiting her at night in the bedroom. That's pretty creepy, isn't it? For Christmas, the young mother had bought her daughter a children's camera from Amazon. And, well, let's say this camera certainly could capture some pretty interesting things.
So I got my daughter this camera from Amazon for
I've
Christmas.
seen
She's
this.
turning almost 4. We're just hanging out at home today by ourselves. My husband's at work. She's been telling us she's been seeing somebody in her room, but she can't really sleep well. She refuses to sleep in there. We just moved to this house. I never set the date or time on this camera because it was just like a little play camera, so she would quit taking her phone and taking pictures of herself because she's at that age right now. So we just like never set the time. So she just took a picture and she says, "Mommy, look, there's a man in the photo." I said, "What?" She said, "There's a man in my photo." And I will that real quick. This just happened just like 5 minutes ago. Like no one else is here, it's just us. Like I'm gonna have to change the date and time so I can get more pictures for y'all, but look at that. In this new house, she said she's been seeing people.
What a nightmarish capture. This sparked all kinds of thoughts and ideas in your viewers' heads.
That's one of the scary things I think about when I move is to worry about, you know, what happened before I moved in there, what's left behind, what, you know, it's just like, it's scary.
The following clip was forwarded by Mordem X, and he tells me that it was recorded during a family gathering in South America.
I thought that was a doll
The
baby on the back of that
voice
bitch.
was recording them at the time as they were playing around with a tricycle. Nothing weird happened that day. Nothing that was really noticed at least. However, when the woman was checking the video later with her husband, they found something really strange popping up in the mirror.
I ain't gonna lie, the baby that got my attention. Oh nah, bruh.
The woman stated that nobody was standing behind her, that everybody else was sitting at the table at the time. So how do we explain this head popping up? Was it something paranormal? Maybe a deceased family member? The next video was shared by Spirit Realm Investigations. The man states that he was filming the outside of an old abandoned mental hospital one day to prepare for an upcoming investigation. When they were checking the footage after, they noticed that there seemed to be something on the other side of the window.
I'm guessing I'm seeing it. I wasn't seeing it the whole time with that.
Some comments suggest that this could
Yeah, that
be a
just fucked me
face.
up. Now they showing
The
it.
face of a ghost, perhaps, since nobody else was in there, at least that's what the man thinks. Could this be possible? Could this visage belong to something from the afterlife, reliving one of their last days? Or is there an easier explanation for this? Pretty mysterious.
We're about done with
The
this.
following is a recording that was uploaded by...
Just let y'all know I'm recording right now. It's the thinning hour right now while I'm at this bar.
by Griselle Luna on her YouTube channel. She's a self-proclaimed paranormal researcher who's invested in the field of the unexplainable for over 5 years at this point. She's traveling around to explore the craziest corners for any inexplicable activity. In this video, though, she was talking about her own apartment, which is said to be haunted. An elderly lady supposedly died in there many years ago. She fell sick to an illness that slowly got the better of her. The lady was found several days after passing away. What a creepy thought, isn't it?
I'm not gonna lie, I
Luna
was
is
about to
telling
skip
us
it.
about a recording that she was doing one night after she heard some really strange noises in her
It's a
apartment.
lot
She had
more
just returned
explaining
home from work at the
than I
time,
cared to
and
see.
she started recording shortly after.
De hecho, también aquí se escuchan mucho los ruidos.
I'm sorry, guys.
Contiguos, sobre todo en la arriba, la ventana está cerrada. Y esto que está pasando no es normal.
Y'all definitely got the backstory though.
Effie. Otra vez.
As Griselle is walking through her apartment and still wonders about the origins of these noises, she also states that she felt cold spots all of a sudden, almost like a little breeze that is making it through her place. Unsettling, you might say. Only moments after, she captures something on her camera that could have been the reason for these unusual happenings. Take a good look now.
Effie. Vámonos. Vámonos.
Was he just explaining that? I just thought about it.
Después, quiero hacer un video para traer uno de los especialistas, alguien que me acompañe para ver qué es lo que hay aquí. Estamos siempre expuestos a cargar con este tipo de energía. Estoy escuchando ruidos ahí.
Did you notice anything? It would appear that an apparition is walking out of the room in the back, towards the left side of the apartment. I couldn't come up with any explanation as of what this could be. What do you think? I actually don't believe that this was another person that was hiding in there. Was it a paranormal event? The spirit of the deceased lady, perhaps?
Sorry. Oh, it's still going? Okay, my bad. Dale, chica.
Another interesting event happened as Griselle was recording the intro for this video. There appeared to be a white mist on the right side of the screen. I thought at first it might have been caused by a candle or a humidifier. But Griselle clarified later that no such thing was the case. So, what was it then? The following is a really interesting recording, which was shared by Mr. Diversifier. Apparently the person recording noticed something quite odd in the sky. He couldn't believe at first what he saw, but it was reason enough to get out his phone.
I ain't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a long time, but it looked familiar.
Could he capture a mystical creature here? The uploader believes it to be an ancient dragon creature that was captured. Maybe from another realm.
May I conquer it and be its master. I will hope.
And mysteriously was recorded on video that night. Of course, it could all just be some effects
Spoiler
or
child,
maybe
yeah.
projection technology. What do you think? Timothy, a young explorer from
Honestly, I
Canada,
could have skipped
went
that
to
one.
check out an old storm drain with a couple of friends the following night. He states that he got suspicious of that storm drain one day after seeing something move in there. pretty fast. What was supposed to be a fun adventure turned into something quite unsettling for the group.
Nigga, I'm trying to peep through the screen. Like, what y'all trying to see? Or what do y'all see? Who there? Who there? Nah, bro. Fuck out of here, bro. Nah, bro. I don't know. That's some type of bullshit. Cause it ran straight into his face. Unless it was just, you know, a spirit or something like that. But it like it was already there.
Running at the group of friends. And
Nah,
of
bro.
course, they exit the tunnel immediately after.
They would already had the
It's
first
not
person.
clear if this was a mysterious creature or something paranormal, perhaps. But it certainly is nightmare material.
It is. It definitely would have got the first person though. Okay. So that's the end of that. Me solo jumping. But here's a little theory for people who into supernatural. I believe mirrors and taking pictures and videos inside your home. Like the mirrors, you can't really do nothing about the bathroom mirror, stuff like that. But it's like it's a reflection from the other side of what the kid may be. So majority of the time, a lot of the videos I see, or y'all probably see because y'all watch this stuff too, is people who on their phone on a regular posting pictures, doing live, and it's just like you catch it in the photo or something like that. Then it's like you bringing it to life. So my advice, I just don't do that shit in my house. You know, call me supernatural. I don't know, whatever the fuck maybe. But boys, I'm not gonna get to it, but I'm out. Y'all be greasy.